left in the kitchen. I gotta go grab that real quick. But hope everyone's having a beautiful day. I am now. It's been a long. Anywho, brighter note. Let me go grab it. Got the package and it's stoked beyond belief. Stoked to the point I can hardly speak. There she blows. Straight from Nikola Tesla himself, so I'm just like over the moon, but no. It's a trip and a half for me personally. I just let me get that out there. But did I say Nikola Tesla? I meant tire supplies. It's pretty much the same thing. Over there, engineering all kinds of things. And ooh, buddy, I still not really sure like what I'm packing right now. I'm a little at a loss of I really just don't know what's going on in my own life right now at all. So kind of been staring at a lot of walls. And oh, so this is like a big old shining spotlight that beamed out. Oh wait, oh wait. Oh wait. Hey! Are those serrated? Oh wait. Those are serrated. I need a feather. Those are serrated. What? I've never seen serrades that serrades that serrated. That's exquisite. What's that? Not a lot of clearance between my desk. These are beautiful. I've seen them in videos. I never noticed them being serrated. So that's not gonna slip one bit. Cutting feathers. These are going to be strictly for feathers. Here, I'll flip. Having a day, y'all. I have to put all my stuff in this one room, and it has not been easy on my mind. So, trying to move back to my hometown. You're in a case, so it's blocking it a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Serrated. I'm obsessed with my casting scissors, the serrated ones, because I usually slip all over the place with the mono thread for fishing, but man, I never even seen serrated like small scissors, because I usually use the seamstress scissors. Oh, hold on. Here, I'm gonna sit down for that. Oh my gosh, it's got a really, really nice feeling and sound. I kind of want to cut some of the. I really want to. You hear the serrades? Oh, those are nice. I use the seamstress scissors usually, which, you know, if all you have is a Walmart near, they will have them in the sewing section. In the sewing section specifically, like not in like a scissor if there's that. But yeah, no, this is gonna grab. That's wild. Is that why I could see people cut individual hairs and the hairs aren't pushing out of the scissors, or like pushing, yeah, slipping out. What is that? See, this is why I get them confused for Tesla a lot. Nikola, not like Elon Mollusk or whatever, which I don't really know who that is or anything, so I'm not saying much. But this is where it's at, y'all. Anyway, I don't even have a driver's license, so not sure what Tesla is to begin with. Tesla to me is like weather control. Angels don't play this harp. This is intense. This is really perfect, especially right now. This is 3 tools in one, because I use this flea comb an absolute ton. And, I use this flea comb an absolute ton, and this brush, but it's difficult to pack because it grabs onto everything. As you can see, a bunch of stuff is stuck to it. So, I found this. Shoot, who makes this? Griffin. This little Griffin dubbing picker brush thing. But it's so delicate that I can't, like, travel with it. It's very thin, like, thinner than a sewing needle. This is really amazing. This is really, and all this is from the Fly Smith, which even if like you just needed a pair of like scissors that won't slip and grab for small things, yeah. I used to recommend seamstress scissors to everyone because, or like everyone that I would talk to that maybe not sewed or would know of the little itty bitty seamstress sharp scissors that available pretty much everywhere, but these are serrated. That is exquisite. That is really nice. And this could be used for loads of things too. Engineered tools by a human being. Wild. This darn, I mean, made my day, that's for sure. I can hardly speak. And the oh wow, what are these? Oh wow, these are beads. Grab other scissors stuff in this. They like I get old scissors because they usually last longer, but they're tied on. I still have the Betsy Ross scissors. These are sick. I like this packaging. I'm definitely going to be cutting this into strips. I have some Mylar bags, but it's not holographic with all the colors, so I haven't really bothered because, you know. Oh, peace off. YouTube moderation. Oh wait, is that a real one? I'm sorry if it's a real one. I don't think it is though. I don't think they ever are. I sell tobacco use. I was like, wait a minute. That could be believable, I guess. I mean, wow. Oh my god. These are just really good scissors. Like, even if I never stumbled into this world and, you know, like found happiness and all that, I would still want to know about these scissors. Just for the screenshot. ¿Por qué? What screenshot? Oh. Holy trucks, man. I really appreciate. I could hardly get over these. I guess I've never really used quality scissors because these are much different. Like, Like, the point is pointed. It's wild to see. And, like, if I were to get these at a seamstress place, because they have some really, really dope scissors. And, but it's for the, like, the name of it. I forget the name that makes them. And it's just because they're pointy. I've never, ever seen them locally. But Walmart's got these for 25 bucks. But they're sharp for like a week if you don't use them on anything except thread. Sharp for like a week. But the point comes in handy sometimes, but it doesn't cut feathers. These ones, which were on the way out, which is just a replacement for those $5 versions, also is starting to not cut feathers. Takes a certain angle and speed to cut stuff. And I'm good with those because I have like scissors for wire and everything else. So I've been good with those blue ones, but still, no bueno. And I've never seen serrated scissors either. One bit. There's not even like micro serrations on these. Yeah, I've never seen serrated scissors. And I've never even, the reason why I'm so excited for the serrated scissors is because I recently got a pair of Cast King scissors for a tackle box, and they're serrated. And I was like, why is it specified as serrated scissors? That has to have like a meaning behind it. And you don't slip. I don't know why I didn't just like automatically make sense of that. But I have had a new appreciation for everything serrated since then, especially knives. So the knife I'm looking for now has a back serrated because even if the knife is dull, you can still cut because it takes living to learn sometimes. But beyond that, I have never been this stoked. So I packing a kind of a to-go tying kit now, which I'm not sure what's found a camper to rent in town, but I'm not sure what days like I'm able to access it, and I don't want to separate my life even more than it already is to 3 locations and 3 that I have limited access to, so I'm not sure what to pack at all. So I might only pack books to force myself to read them, because I did get a few books that I just haven't had a quiet enough mind to get through, and might do that for this week, and because I think I'm only going to be 2 days anyway, and I'll probably spend that trying to get re-antiquated with the area. Moving back to my hometown. Come on, back to my hometown. It's so expensive now. It's like $800 a month last year is $1,800 a month this year because they caught on. Secret little beach town, they caught on good. And the entire thing. I'm still so stuck on the YouTube. I don't understand the point. Just for what screenshot? And then what would come after that? Like if there would be $2.99 to have this screenshot. I just don't understand what the context is. Dig the creativity, but I'm a little naive, okay? But yeah, man, I'm a little discombobulated, but really discombobulated. Oh, I'm so stoked to put these away. These go back in the sewing section where they belong, because they do come in handy. I don't have a lot of patience for seam rippers, so that's why I used to get those for the nose, because I can't sew for shite, but I enjoy it. one day I'll pull out the clothes I did. I mean, I'm starting to get back into it. I just, that's why, see, I found the place I want to be, and I found exactly what I was looking for. Now I just have to physically get there and get a working space and in town and stuff like that, closer to the water. So that's the other thing that I really have to just force my body up and over the bridge, really. So I'm repacking the tackle setup once again. I don't think I want to deal with the cart, so I'm just gonna bring 2 poles or 2 and backpack and sabiki and just the, what are those called? Satellite Sputniks, and um, just bring those. And then the bait caster is what I'm going to be using the flies on, because a lot of times I'll overcomplicate it, and then by the time I get there, like, there's nothing worse than going fishing, and then by the time you get there, you have an hour max. See, I try to like to keep my like composure, but in that situation, I do have the tendency to feel a little like a kid you said no to. What's even the point? Like, I'm just kidding, of course. But time flies, man, and it melts time, because by the time you're like, you've looked around, even just panning an area, man, I never know where to start. And like sometimes when the tide is going out, like last time I was there, man, I waited a good while for the tide change, but I fell asleep. And the worst part is I fell asleep with my rod in my hands and the line out. Do you think anybody could have woke me up and been like, "Oh, don't drop"? No, they could have even taken a picture, because it would have been nice to have a picture. I mean, I could romanticize that. But dang, what if I lost my pole? And yeah. But I'll walk away. There's a few spots that I hit first because I want to start getting. I have a name picked out for LLC, but I want to make a non-for-profit so I could get donations and make it a little more legit for water cleanups. I don't mean donations through here. I mean like so I could put posters up locally in town, and there's plenty of beach cleanups, but I just kind of want to do. Anytime I do the beach clean, volunteer and stuff, I just want to pick. I'm at these spots anyway, and I could stay longer and stuff to clean it up, but I do need help. Like, I pick up trash anyway, but it would be nice to make it like a thing, like like cooking, fishing, swimming, while cleaning trash, and listening to music, and also streaming. So y'all could come too. And anything cool that's found, all the weights and sinkers could be melted down for more, and all the, yeah, yeah, they have, I don't know how that gets my mind second guessing. I think it's because I was born on the cusp of technology. I'm just kidding, but yeah, I was curious because like it's a person that like decided to make a YouTube moderation channel and decides to go around commenting. I don't get it. I'm curious what the weather is like in their part of the world, though. Oh, I think there's sex. But, little camper, and the woman who runs it is the coolest, sickest woman I've ever met. And she has a card right here. And I'm going to just read what it is so I don't get anybody like any weird calls. But rescued kayak rentals. I will work for free. Pirate shit. Weird art, aliens, monsters, dragons, epic dance-offs, tackle hopscotch. My brain goes two places. Crazy locals, grog recipe exchange, weddings and more, and maybe even ice cream. The camper is behind that human beings. This is Will's aunt, and their history goes back to Scotland, and absolutely just wild, and so it's not a permanent place, and it's not a permanent workplace where I could set it up and like be there forever, or like throughout the week. So still looking for that, but it's at least a doorway back home, and a doorway back to not losing my mind, and try to get some work down there. There's a few spots that I really want to work. I want to work at the diner or the deli. I don't know that. I really like the food at both. And get back in the swing of life, man. Like, kind of already a little hermity, and then moving out here just like really exasperated, and then the world shut down, and then wow, just time just kept going, and it's just I used to sell plants and like handmade jewelry and stuff. I used to vend and sell vintage, but it's too hard to sell anything more than tiny little things to ship out from a mailbox. And I don't. There's no post office near. The closest gas station is 3.6 miles away, and I don't have a car. I have an e-bike, which I'm very grateful for, and all my own doing. This is all my fault, but it's something's got to give, or else I'm like literally gonna drown in my own tears. I fear. But hey, the bright side of me not being able to afford my hometown is I am a vendor, so it's not as negative to me as it should be. I hear that, I'm like, oh, these people must have good taste. I got you. Like, let me bring my shopping cart. Handmade Gucci. No, I'm just kidding, but I'm not. But I'm in Florida. Bot Sergeant. Oh, Bot. Wow, it would have been a lot cooler if their name was Bot Sergeant. Man, I wanted to sneak on real quick because I do admit I'm not the like good kind of shy. I'm the type of shy that makes me like physically ill, and like like I could feel my face. All right, it's if anybody knows what that like. But I thank you to the moon and far, far beyond. This is from the Flysmith, and here on YouTube, if you're into fishing, fly tying and fishing, and even if you fish and never thought to tie fly, because there's things like say if you're like near me, that like what I'm gonna pack probably is quite literally just gonna be marabou and some flash, and I'm not even gonna bring hooks at all because there's tuppence, and I'm fixing to get me some J-coats finally. Yes, I may. I have these, but I can't think of anything clever, and I just like them too much. This is the last pack of this size. Unfortunately, they look like they were in the store for a while, so I don't know if they're gonna be like redoing them. But I like the thin profile of them. That's sweet. But and they look straight out of like the 80s. But the their hook assortment is quite nice. Tons of saltwater hooks and a whole aisle of jig head hooks. So I wanted to start going there more and more because, yeah, I have no need to exaggerate. I need a counterpart, especially right now, to go in stores because I can't even bring myself to ask if they have certain hooks for some reason. And when they do ask if it, I'm like, oh, I, there's a few hooks that I'm looking for, and I don't know. I think one reason why I don't like asking is because I could never get like a solid answer. It's always like, well, you should use this instead. It's like, no, I'm trying to find these specific ones, and I was like, well, no, you should use these, and not at Tuppence, but I'm just saying like, man, I end up buying all kinds of stuff that I don't want, but not anymore. But yeah, looking for the nice hook with a big wide gap but a short shank, and like a live bait hook but thinner, not that. I see them on like the peanut butter um, and the crafter flies because that's another one that I want to get into, only because the crafter and the game changers, those are two different materials, but those are things that are like tied with one material and really travelable. I probably just gonna stream like unpacking. I really don't know. I'm so excited though, because one of my biggest goals was to learn how to live in a camper efficiently and effectively. Because I don't just like need a spot to sleep. I need a spot to make a mess, unfortunately. And the camper here's been infested with bees. I've tried to get them out. Uh, the combs are a little heavier than they look, and man, they fall apart. Man, they fall apart. But I was able to get some wax and stuff for it, but nonetheless, they're still in there. And just I don't know. It was so far out in the middle of nowhere where like things stagnate, like nothing I've ever experienced because there's no resources to get anything. So projects have to just stop because can't get this, and like we'll have to order it. But then it's like just so much time. It's like my biggest fear, and like that's why I realized I need to start fearing the good shit, because it seems like every one of my biggest fears is happening at once, like really like nonstop. And so I fear like whole warehouses of vintage and antiques. Crazy, scary stuff there. It is pretty scary, honestly. That is a scary thing. It's usually quite heartbreaking here too. It's like a whole like Florida's not kind to old things, especially if it's fabric or paper. It just completely disintegrates. And that's it a few times. I think the most heartbreaking one was technically vintage. Like it was during 9/11, the National Enquirer was threatened with anthrax, and they I don't know if it was threatened or it was a scare. Long story short, it was a scare of some kind, and they shut down the building. But all these boxes of pictures ended up at a friend's warehouse, And I tried to save as many as I could, which was probably a grain of sand in the beach that was there. It was nothing I've ever seen. And I've gone through so many times of life without phones that I might have pictures of it, but warehouse, but busted ceiling, rain, earth spilling into the place. These boxes were stacked higher than, like, I don't even know how the boxes on the bottom didn't just pop, because it was just the largest stack of cardboard boxes I've ever seen, and they all had letters on it, like N through M, O through P, and I tried my best to find Bruce Lee, a few other people, but found some Princess Diana. I could actually grab those pictures because I did pull them down. Message, let me see. Whoa. Oh. So I'm gonna run and grab a cup of coffee real quick because I feel myself starting to nervously ramble. This just says taking me for a loop, you know. And especially out here, don't really see many people. Like, one of the whole reasons I made a channel is because like my brain was turning smooth, not socializing. We're social creatures, and uh, it has been like the sole source of my sanity since then. And I even in the middle of like the most isolated I've ever felt, like there's community, and like not only that, but just so many people doing things and cheering. It's really nice. And like being able to stay productive, or at least have the sensation of feeling productive with, yeah, anyway. I just can't get over it. You know, maybe I will cut this here and keep it short, because really I just wanted to open this up. Now I'm gonna clear my desk, but it's gonna get messy, and maybe listen to some music and eat real quick, because I haven't done that yet. Just really not sure what I'm doing tonight at all. I can't get any solid answers, and everything's up the air. It's really hard to maneuver around like that, and that's why I haven't really thought of any good ideas, because I don't even know where like my body is gonna be. So where am I supposed to put my mind? But on that note, I really appreciate it, Brian. I can't stress enough. Never. I mean, I live in the middle of nowhere, and but never hesitate. You and Mrs. Flysmith always welcome to never hesitate. So I hope y'all have a beautiful evening, and I don't think it's Tuesday. It's Monday, or is it? Man, my brain's fried. But hopefully, closing the gap between my heart and soul via Lakewood Beach. Well, a little bit. I just, man, homesick. That's that I can add that to my book of experiences that I now understand and get. So if you ever need to talk to someone about homesickness, I got y'all, 'cause I'm a pro now. So I can't shite too hard on negative experiences, because they always come in handy in one way or another. Yes. But hey, Ryan, man, got these scissors from the Spice Smith. They're really, really, really sharp and serrated. I want to pull out feathers so bad, because I really do want it. I just don't want to grab anything in there. I love scissors so much. Mike. It doesn't move the feather at all, because it's already gripped it. Yeah, it always seems like he's not fighting with the scissors, because like the other scissors, they're not serrated, they have no grab, so it just kind of pushes the thing. Oh, serrated scissors are the way to go. I've been really into the casting ones for the, I mean, I haven't had to use them in an emergency yet, but that's why I'm, because, you know, people lose their fingers all the time via mono and stuff like that, so, like, if it were to get cut or something, cutting tight mono is really hard. Excuse me. But, though with the serrated scissors, it's not hard. Oh, I haven't had Coca-Cola in months and months and months. Alright, turning into a lava lamp. But, love y'all. Hope y'all have a beautiful rest of the day. I'll be back on later. Not sure where, not sure when. But gonna listen me some. Well, it was Elliott Smith, because, you know, it's been a year. And we got a bunch of Elliott Smith pinbacks. And, oh, My Bloody Valentine. It's just an automatic mix, I think. But from full. Been trying to make more playlists for out and about, because I really want to start walking again. My legs are aching to walk. Like walk. Look. I'm no princess, alright, but walking here is different. It is. It's, when you're walking in town, where like there's so much happening. There's so many different plants and like landscaped yards and history and decades and architecture and shops and food and stuff to find and broken plants in the alleyways, and there's just so much, and I like haven't had access to it in 6 years. I'm losing my mind. And like it's so difficult because like I don't know. It's assumed that like this doesn't affect my mind at all. I don't know. I haven't had a creative spark in a long time, excluding fly tying. And that's why I thank from every fiber of my existence for even just like being able to fall into it. Without code, I would have never been here. And I still plan on retying his grandpa's flies. I want to do that as like a stream, maybe on the weekend or something, because I really need help identifying some of them, and I think that'd be nice. But I got really bad sunburn on my legs because it's bending weird. Using women's toenails. Yeah, that's another one. With all the like lash techs too, like beauty shops, I bet have some wicked scissors these days. And I still want to find a nail tech to sit in with. They go through so many techniques that are just like wicked as far as like making natural prints and patterns and the different paints. I think, especially that stuff, I forget what it's called, but they use a brush and they dip that in wet, and then they dip that wet brush in dry, and the dry turns wet, and then builder something, and it's real fun. Excuse me, I didn't brush my hair or anything. I'm still in pajamas, but skedaddle. I got a little bit of few things to do, and these aren't really stand-inable pants, but They're like diaper pants. Very neat though. It says this on it. I'm not sure what it means. Vijana Hoi. Very nice. I think it might be a name. Happy Trails. Yeah. Yeah. I also sent a picture. There's the I think the Discord or something. I was here like 20% off, like not coupon, maybe it's a code. I don't know. But man, I watch the streams a lot. I try to catch them. I'll run because when he's tying, he talks about the like the whys, but like in a way that's really really valuable. Because sometimes I don't know why someone's doing stuff. It's just like that and what's it called? The histories. Like, man, like fun facts. If like a just straight backstory. Really neat hearing all the names and dates. I got a few history books. I'll just need to sit down long enough to read them, because the regions. I don't know if there's a map yet, like a map for regions, but like I don't know. I was doing a little poking around global fly tying, and I'm just so stunned. I'm just so stunned. It hurts. It's too good. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Yeah, but no, for real. It does. It's too nice, and it's too vast. It's too good. It's too useful. It's too well, but anywho, hopefully I figure out what I'm gonna do today, because I really need to get home. Ow. I got a self to salvage. Anyway, have a dress. Where do you keep? I got some here.